Hello, I'm Dr. Mac, and I want to introduce to you my new book entitled That's Not in the Bible. Now, this book will smack you in the myth. 500 years ago, October 31st, 1517, Protestant reformer Martin Luther nailed 95 theses to the Wittenberg Chapel, challenging the Catholic priests on some of the dumb things, the unbiblical things, the damaging things that they were teaching the Catholic people. In 1526, Martin Luther said, "Except spiritual knowledge and the Spirit himself speak through the preacher, the final result will be that everyone preaches his own whims, and instead of the gospel and its exposition, we will have sermons on blue ducks." Later in 1533, Martin Luther said, "This is the way it has gone with preaching. After the text of the gospel is read, they take us to fairyland. One preaches from Aristotle and the heathen books, another from the Pope's decretals. One reads questions about his holy order, another about blue ducks and hen's milk. In short, this is the art by which nobody sticks to the text from which people might have had the gospel." And that's where this book comes in. That's Not in the Bible is a conversation that we have to have. Has somebody ever told you to name it and claim it? That is not in the Bible. And the reason I don't believe name it and claim it is because I'm not dumb. This book will make sure you're not dumb either. And what about that silly manger scene? Have you ever really heard about any animals being at the manger with Jesus? And what about come as you are? That's not in the Bible. What about decreeing and declaring? You folks are decreeing and declaring, and you can decree and declare until the cows come home. But that's about all you're going to get is a bunch of cow stuff. Because decree and declare is not in the Bible. I listened to a preacher this morning on Facebook, and he was screaming about, there's no hell. Hell doesn't exist. If you believe in hell, you're being deceived. Listen, you can believe what you want about hell, and you can end up in hell believing what you believe about hell. But the fact is, the way you convince somebody of your belief is not by screaming louder than them. We have to go back to the Bible. And I suggest that you get a copy of this book. One can chase 1,000. Two can put 10,000 to flight. That's not in the Bible. Pray my strength in the Lord. How can I pray your strength in the Lord? Touch and agree. You know, you need to stop touching folks, because the Bible never tells you to touch or agree with anything by touching somebody. I just want to submit to you that if you get a copy of this book, it will change your life. This book, That's Not in the Bible, is good to read, fun to read, hard to swallow, and you need it. I'm Dr. Mac, and this is That's Not in the Bible. We'll talk again soon.